What's up, guys? Your boy TBC. I'm back, and I'm like, well, go ahead and thank you guys so much for that amazing support you gave me on our last Sonic Forces discussion. I basically talked about Sonic Forces versus Sonic Mania round 2. If you missed that video or below, I'll put a link in the description below, so you can check that video out if you wish. And today's subject I want to talk about is a question that was brought up through you guys, actually through one of my older videos, and I kind of briefly talked about Classic Sonic and his inclusion in Sonic Forces. Now, of course, for anyone who sits out there and says anything, oh, TBC, he's in the game, nothing you can do about it, I completely understand. But on a side note, I want to go ahead and say this: how do you guys feel about Classic Sonic being in Sonic Forces? I would love to hear what you guys basically think about that below. And here's my 2 cents about it. I'm going to basically try to elaborate the best way I can as to why I said what I said. And you're going to think what you're going to think regardless. And I'm not here to change people's opinions. But on a personal note, I don't hate the fact that Classic Sonic's here. Just Classic Sonic just kind of limits the potential of other characters basically are being in the game. Now obviously other characters are in the game. They're going to play a bigger role. We've got a gameplay trailer, well, not a gameplay trailer, but a story trailer somewhat, showing Silver, Knuckles, Amy, just showing all the characters as a whole, and I'm glad to at least have them there and having some big having some big role within this game versus them just having the role like they had in Sonic Generations. But at the same time, with Classic Sonic being here, going back to the whole point of this video, I think Classic Sonic, and I've always felt this way, Classic Sonic is still Sonic, regardless of what anyone says, regardless of what gameplay is. I know 2D, 3D, and other stuff, but it's still Sonic. I've never been one of those sort of people who really just says Classic Sonic and Sonic, or modern Sonic, are just two totally different. I've always felt them to be the exact same character. You know, like, I know, like, minus them both being 15, and now Sonic Forces saying that Classic Sonic's from another dimension. End of the day, no. That's a fast character who's blue, who's a hedgehog, and I don't really care about any other situation. Classic Sonic is Sonic, and modern Sonic is Sonic. They're both Sonic to me. And so when I look back at that, and just going way back in time, and talking about the whole, classic Heroes Need, because we going way back. The original trailer for Sonic Forces, well, it was called Project Sonic 2017 at that point in time, or Sonic Project, whatever. When we saw Heroes Need Help, a wasted opportunity to not basically have other characters in the game. Now, someone's probably saying, and some people have stated that they believe that Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces are connected, which I'm not gonna go into too much detail on that. I think that's a bit reaching, but I can see the possibilities of that happening, and maybe the two games are connected, and the time stone that was in Sonic Mania may have something to do with Infinite. I'm not saying that's not in the realm of realistic expectations, or realistic, but I do believe that I don't really think they have much connection, but you don't have to wait and see when it comes to that. That would possibly explain why Classic Sonic is in Sonic Forces somewhat. We'll have to wait and basically see when it comes to that. It's just Classic Sonic basically just kind of limits the potential of other characters. Now, I don't think that Classic Sonic is going to be the focus. I primarily think that your custom character is going to be what the game is mostly going to be focused on. Because what I mean by that is, let me say this, I've played a lot of games with character creation in them. And basically when it comes to character creation, your character is an original character in the particular game you're playing. Game developers seem to focus primarily more on your character because they assume that you kind of know the lore of the other characters. You kind of know, and in this case, like, you know about Silver, you know about Knuckles, you know about Tails, you know about the Chaotix. It would assume that you know about these other characters, or Blaze and everybody. So it would make more sense to focus on your character and try to build character development within your character. So I don't really think Classic Sonic is going to be a hindrance or anything like that. It doesn't really bother me that much. But the simple fact of, I would still like to play with other characters besides Sonic, your OC, and Classic Sonic. Because once again, Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic, on a personal level, to me, minus the boost gameplay and stuff like that, they're not too much different. And going back and just, on a side note, I want to briefly say this. Going back and playing Sonic Mania again and seeing the physics on a personal level, I didn't feel like Sonic Generations nailed the physics right for Classic Sonic. So, I mean, I haven't played Sonic Mania, I haven't played Sonic Forces yet to know exactly, but if we go off the Sonic Generations engine, I don't really think Classic Sonic was Classic Sonic much, because like I said, when it comes to those old school Sonic games, it's all about the momentum system, it's all about the physics. I don't think Sonic Generations nailed that with Classic Sonic. But with this go around, hopefully they will get it right and you will enjoy playing as Classic Sonic. Like I said, I don't hate that character, man. Don't get the misconception. I just question the need to have him in there as a safeguard, I'm assuming. It's just, I just wish Sega would put more trust in their Sonic. Well, both of them are Sega's, obviously, but I just wish that they could put a little bit more trust in modern Sonic, you know, and not keep kind of hinging back on Classic Sonic as much. Because I bet if Classic Sonic had a choice, the character could actually communicate, which is something that we talked about previously before. Why hasn't Classic Sonic talked? But some people like that, some people enjoy that. But if we talked about that before, I think Classic Sonic wouldn't want to be in this game anyway. I still have high expectations for Sonic Forces. You guys know we talk about Sonic Forces a lot on this channel, and I still hope the game does succeed. It's just, I'm bringing up that point of, you know, the question that you guys, few people have been asking in the comment section below. And that was my 2 cents about Classic Sonic. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about Classic Sonic. Are you okay with him being here? Does it really not matter to you anymore because he's here regardless? I want to know what you guys think below. But I felt the need to basically rectify that situation and give you guys my 2 cents on that. Later, guys, have an amazing weekend. So every time you're viewing this video, you want to help my channel by hitting the like button. Helps out a ton, greatly supports the series tremendously, or supports the channel tremendously. Or you can be that guy or girl and hit the dislike button because, you know, that's people do that. Y'all have an amazing day. Peace out. Keep your seatbelt on when you drive, man. Have a wonderful day. Later, but NH, back guys. Peace.
Oh, Sonic, I've been looking for you forever.
Hey, let me go.
You're crazy if you think you can get away from Amy Rose and, who are you? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I just completely mistook you for someone else. That is so strange. I could have sworn it was him. Anyway, I'm really sorry. See you later.
Well, that was weird. How come that girl didn't know you were you, Sonic? I mean, I guess you are kinda, you know, and, these guys... Oh, I mean, don't worry. Hey, you only look really scary, Sonic. Inside, you're the same as ever. I guarantee it, okay? Sonic, cheer up. Chocolate. Want some chocolate?
What's up, guys? You gotta know we gotta do a little bit of that black screen talk action. And what I briefly just want to talk about is just, have you know, in Sonic games and gimmicks, each game just in general, it's not just Sonic, but people seem to like to focus primarily on the Sonic series, has had some sort of gimmick within it in the past, I want to say like 10 years. And if the gimmick doesn't work, or people didn't really enjoy the gimmick, Sega has a tendency to just be like, well, you know what, our Sonic team, you know what, let's not reuse that gimmick. If the werehog, which is very subjective, some people love that character of Sonic, some people hate that character of Sonic, but if it was very successful, we would see it again in another Sonic game. Sonic Generations was a very successful Sonic game, so of course I'm not really that shocked that we see classic Sonic again. Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, or the Sonic Racing series, regarding, you know, all different Sega mascots in the past, that game was successful. And so so of course they would make a sequel to that game. How come we don't have a third one yet? And how come Star isn't a playable character? I love Star. On the side note, I'm deeply sorry about that. I get a little excited about that. But that's the thing with Sega. Sega goes back and, like, Wisp and Sonic Colors was very successful. Of course, they're coming back in Forces, though Sonic Lost World was pretty, you know, was here or there with people, and the Wisp were there. I think they're probably going to rely on the Wisps mostly, because Sonic Lost World has some new Wisps in them. And I guess they're going to probably put Wisp in there, because like I said, I think Sonic still does need power-ups, you know, and Wisps are kind of power-ups. They're the Sonic universe equivalent to Mario's power-ups, I always felt. So what I'm trying to get at, though, at the same time is like this. Gimmicks work, and gimmicks in each Sonic, well, to a certain extent, some people hate the gimmicks in Sonic games. Some people love the gimmicks in Sonic games. But just remember, going on forward when it comes to Sonic, there's always going to be some sort of gimmick. Character creation is this game's gimmicks. Except 2D Sonic, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 didn't really have a gimmick. I guess running through and platforming was Sega's gimmick at that point in time. I'm not entirely sure. But when it comes to Sonic games, there are always going to be gimmicks. That's what I'm trying to get across here. Alright then, that's what I just want to briefly, you know, get that out the way, you know. And if you got to this point in this video, can someone be that amazing angel and just say, can you say Street Fighter? If someone can say Street Fighter, it means I got to end this video. That means you can listen to me for that long, and I want to tell you thank you. You're amazing. Just say that Street Fighter. You'll be amazing. Y'all have an amazing day. Okay, I'm hitting the outro, y'all. I'm signing out. Hit the outro. Peace out, y'all. Bless up, man. Bless up.